I'm jumping into the depths of the sea to experience the wacky world of Robert the Sponge. You said this was one of your favorite episodes, so here we are. Spoiler, I'm already annoyed. First, how do roller coasters work under the water? Not only is gravity massively affected by buoyancy and water resistance, but also what's the structure made of that will hold up to any safety regulations? Are safety regulations even a thing here? What prevents someone from taking off their fishy lap belt and just flinging off into the ocean? Also, we apparently have balloons underwater. This means the sea creature expelled precious air in a pressurized environment until it was large enough to float. Holy shit, I just realized that's probably what extraterrestrials think about us when we blow up a balloon. Also, do these rides even take riders? Because the Ferris wheel looks like it's being ridden by actual gloves. I'm beginning to think this whole show was written with very little thought given to any decisions other than whether to go with the Acapulco Gold or Sour Diesel.
Another fantastic day at Glove World.
Another fantastic day. So, you've been here before? Considering the rest of this episode revolves around you getting on the wrong bus home, this statement is patient zero for me not feeling the least bit sorry for your forgetful spongy ass. Flower clouds. Wooden floor planks and bamboo chairs, eh? Let's hope you sealed those properly. The balloon will easily fit inside that door. I guess you'd think making a joke about something being too big to fit when it's clearly small enough to go in without any friction whatsoever is hilarious. Well, it's not. Just ask my college girlfriend. Episode is a dick to misophonia suffers.
Patrick, you got any change?
How much do you need?
How much is it?
50 cents.
Do you think this happens every time they board the bus to travel home from Glove World? They've been here before, so needing change for the bus shouldn't be that much of a surprise. Also, the lever that was there a moment ago is now gone. Found it!
Let me check my other pocket.
Forget it!
What did you say?
This goes on for Sponge time. Unless this is an actual lead balloon, it would not be doing this much damage to the bus driver. But even so, did he really have time to apply bandages to his face in between balloon beatings? SpongeBob clearly starts this journey to the back of the bus with his balloon facing forward, but as we watch him squeak away, it has somehow reversed.
I got gloves for my glove action figure.
But where's the other glove? You said gloves. Are you just ignoring the other 3 fingers that also need gloves? Holy Barnacle, SpongeBob stole it for his nose. What an asshole. Also, nose condoms.
Patrick, I think we're on the wrong...
In this shot, we firmly establish into SpongeBob canon that Patrick does not have the sort of Ghibli downstairs bits that shouldn't be stepped on. This reminds me of the time I was 7 and all the kid cousins were dropped off at Great Aunt Regina's for a sleepover. I went to say goodnight and opened the bedroom door. She locked eyes with me just as she slowly pulled her fake teeth out and plopped them into a cup. She had a few teeth remaining that sort of sprouted out of her gums like lonely dominoes. I screamed, she wept, I ran, the kids laughed, and we all learned a valuable lesson about knocking. Also, if he's truly a sponge, shouldn't he just squish down to almost nothing? I've seen sponge dinosaurs come from tiny pills, so I know what's possible, damn it. Clearly his clothes had to tear to come off, so how in the hell is his underwear still intact? And now he's dressed again? I mean, I'm not begging to see Sponge Robert's Sponge Richard, but are there any rules in this universe? And now I realize Rule 34 applies to SpongeBob, and that sponges are full of holes, and I guess I'm never sleeping again. Delayed inertia. This door opened the opposite direction earlier, so does anything that lives near a pineapple into the sea make sense? I may just have answered my own question.
Rock bottom.
Roll commercials.
You mind putting me down?
SpongeBob just disintegrated this being, and I think he's now looking at serving Sponge 30 to Sponge Life.
Look! I can't even tell the bathrooms apart!
North Carolina.
Just wait for someone to come out.
Nah, man, just walk into one. If there's a couch and a full-length mirror, it's likely the women's restroom. And I'm all for gender equality, so let's get some of that cozy in the men's as well, huh? Do you have any idea the kind of water pressure coming out of that toilet to flush at 15,000 feet below sea level? Sweet Kalana Christ in hurricane heaven, that's gotta hurt. I understand the joke here, but if there's one place they should truly understand gender fluidity, it's underwater. This bus is traveling a really long way, considering they were dropped off here and SpongeBob told Patrick,
You wait for the bus.
while they were directly beside the restroom here. But this bus is driving to the wall for what seems to take forever, which means Patrick was suddenly far away. And that leads me to the conclusion that they can teleport and should easily be able to get out of rock bottom. I'm confused. If they're under the sea, can't they swim? Selective gravity is selective. Hang on, at Glove World, the sign for the bus was a green triangle, not a red semicircle. Are these 2 different bus lines entirely? This is a sin for needing a degree in cryptography to understand public transportation. This happens for the remainder of the episode. In fact, Bob of the Family Sponge will miss 13 more buses. They zoom, zip, and speed by regularly. And never do we understand where these buses come from or why they stop for such a short amount of time. It's a terrible business model and completely inefficient. Don't blame me, you knew who I was when you clicked play.
I am not leaving this spot no matter what.
Leaving the spot isn't the issue. You've been in that spot when the buses have arrived. This world is just apparently full of bus-hole-ass drivers. Wait, strike that. Reverse it.
getting hungry.
Do sponges have digestive systems? I always thought he was basically a kitchen cleaner sponge with pants up square. I guess at one point my kitchen sponge did seem so disgusting, it looked like it all over itself, so maybe? So SpongeBob did have money in his pockets for the bus? But how does a machine like this work underwater? It seems to run on electricity and I just can't. Look, I get that this is SpongeBob and it's all ridiculous, but this is what I do. Blame me all you like, but you're the one who invited the dominatrix into the hardware store. Don't look surprised when I find creative ways to use the Allen wrench. And how would this fool the bus driver if this life-size cutout is facing us and not the driver? SpongeBob has no bones and can shapeshift. Become a bus and drive the f*** out of here, man! Why are these giants even in this line? How would they even fit in the bus? And now I know that fish are born with pants on, which answers my why are they wearing clothes question, I guess. Many have said SpongeBob would be impossible to sin because it's too weird. And those people are right. But also, it's obviously E-past 7, and we all know that the Rock Bottom Bus Depot closes at F-past 111. So suck it, doubters! Also, this clock is clearly made from a discarded Pokeball, and realizing that SpongeBob is part of the Pokemon Expanded Universe is making everything make so much more sense.
Next!
Huh?
There's no way 369 creatures were standing between Bob and this window. I doubt the veracity of your cartoon physics, and I call you out on them forthwith. Why does this sign vanish when the lights go out? Is he wearing arm poofs, or has his face grown out and down over his shirt? You know what, I need a lesson on SpongeBob anatomy, so I can better understand what's happening here. I take it back! I take it all back! Even under the ocean, cheap toys suck. The sin is for that French fry plastic nonsense that had the audacity to consider itself a transformer.
Sitting. Bleeding.
Does SpongeBob bleed? Like, seriously, can we run some experiments and find out? I volunteered to do all the tests.
Don't come closer! Ah!
This fish has a light dangling in front of its face, but SpongeBob couldn't tell what was approaching. So I guess the big reveal here is the deep sea creatures exhale helium? And what causes the balloon to suddenly stop its ascension to the surface of the sea and direct itself to SpongeBob's house with pinpoint accuracy? Could it be Satan?
Mind.
Thank you!
You're welcome.
Sponge is dry.
We're there. I want to go home!
There's no place like home.
Righteous! Righteous!
So you think you're sponge-worthy?
This isn't your average everyday darkness. This is...
Black magic darkness!